Hello, I'm Cindy, and this is Yoga in the Spirit of Health, and I'm glad you've joined me. And today we're going to do legs up the wall, which is a wonderful movement that is so nourishing that you've got to try it to experience what it can do for you. And if you have any intensity in your legs, any neuropathy or swelling, perhaps restless leg syndrome at night when you lay down, restless leg and all those various things can be helped with legs up the wall. And it goes deeper than just helping. It's a wonderful home remedy, basically, that you can control yourself. You can do these movements yourself. There's no drugs involved or anything. It's just a remedy that works. And it's your body. You need the floor and you need a wall. That's all you need. So if you don't have a lot of wall space, you could use a door, a closed door that's safely shut. You could use your headboard and do this in bed too. Lots of yoga can be done in bed. So anyway, I'm going to use this wall behind me. I've got my yoga mat here. You just lay a blanket down there or a rug to keep you warm. I've got socks on. I like to have socks on. And we'll start. And I like to come near the wall, scooch up toward it, swing around, and come on down. So you don't have to get your rear end up to the wall. Actually, it's better if you don't, because this gives you a little bit more movement space between the wall and your legs, and it's not as intense on your hamstrings and calves. So find yourself a comfy space. I have a funky little pillow that I've had for forever that I love to use, and it supports my head, but doesn't make my neck change positions really. So you can use a blanket, a pillow, or no pillow at all. And bring your attention to your breath and soften yourself. Yep, a good distance from there. You can really, maybe about this much distance from the wall. You can always scooch closer. You can always move away too. But find your happy place. And the arms are relaxed in a Shavasana posture. Bring your attention to your breath. And we'll straighten up the knees somewhat. Feel the difference in your spine when you straighten the knees. I feel it right in my lumbar sacral area, or lower thoracic really. Kind of where a belt would be. If you had a belt on, that's where I feel it. We'll bring the attention to the breath as we always do. You can wear an eye mask too if you'd like with this. It's a great way to do a brief meditation too, or a long meditation. But we're going to start by separating our feet just a little bit. Find where they're comfy. And let's begin to point our toes in and out. Internal rotation, external rotation. The hips love this. It's really good for your ankles. If you have any discomfort in there, bring them in closer and do less of a reach. You might find that the more that you do this, the more you're able to do it, as with most things, especially yoga. Always breathing. And you can bring the big toes together to touch, and you can extend them out to where the pinky toes touch the wall or get near the wall. It's quite a wide range of motion. It's nice. It feels good. And then we'll just pause. We'll bring them back to center. And let's point and flex. Point and flex. Oh. Take a moment in this flexion. Feel how it feels up the back of the legs, back of the calves. We'll point, stretching across the tops of the feet. And then we'll just soften. We'll just relax. Now let's bring them out, much further out. Oh. And let it go. Let it relax enough to where you really feel it in here. If it's too much, bring it in, inch it in. And you can kind of heel toe it in, literally. But bring them out as far as you'd like and let the knees sink and relax to where then your lower back will slightly arch. If you can do this before you go to bed, I guarantee you will feel really good from it. It calms the nervous system. It helps the body just basically surrender. Just give it up. And it's so good for the veins. And then we'll just aim our knees toward ourselves. Feel the mid-back as it pushes deep into the mat. Back out. Let's bring it in. Rock it again. Let it hang there. Bring it in. I tend to choreograph my breath with my leg movements. It just happens. I don't plan it. All of a sudden I notice I'm doing it. They always say, if you can breathe, you can do yoga. If you're breathing, you are doing yoga. If you combine this breathing with your movements, you're really doing yoga. And we'll pause. We'll bring them back to the center. Bring them to where the ankle bones get near each other or touch. Open them and fold. Butterfly. And then we'll pause. We'll make some circles. This is so good for your legs. Another circle. And we'll pause. And then we'll take our left foot and really kind of secure it tightly into the wall. Maybe not pushing flat, but just make sure it's there. And we'll take that right leg. And we'll just cross it. Feel a nice stretch. If you cannot do this or you feel you shouldn't do this, try it down there. Try it down there. Try it at the ankle if you want. Bring it up to the shin. Maybe toward the knee. Never on the knee. Never on the knee. Bypass the knee, ultimately, up on the thigh if you can. You can go further if you'd like. Wing it out. Only if you feel it's okay for you. And then we'll pause, release, slide it back down, place it there. Another breath. On the exhale, here comes the left leg. Maybe at the ankle, maybe at the shin, maybe below that knee. Or bypass the knee, bring it to the thigh. Use your hands if you need to. You want to play with the angles. You might feel different. This leg feels much tighter in my hamstring than the other side did. Oh. Stretch it out. Try to make your range of motions in this match the side that you just did. They don't have to match perfectly, but try to see if they can do the same areas. Oh. And then we'll pause and we'll just gently push it back. And then the heel finds the floor. Retuck the chin. Little wiggle in the hips, shoulders. Little shoulders move in there. Oh. There's a lot of different things we can do with legs up the wall. So I'll make some other videos that do the other things that we can do. It's got restorative properties as well. You can place a blanket under your spine in a tubular form, so it goes the length of your spine, and it helps really open the chest. We'll do that next time. And you can just replay this again now and do it twice if you want. You can do it every day. Do it before you go to bed. Do it in the morning. Just do it and enjoy it. With that, I'm going to close. And then to step out, we'll just walk down the wall, push ourselves up. Whew. Wow, I really feel that. That's beautiful. Right, I'm going to close. I thank you so much once again, and I hope to see you in my next video. Namaste.